Is love or marriage overrated? Is the theme of the Love Train 2026. And today I want to talk on the real source of love and marriage. Very good to start this presentation on what has been circulating on social media and in some news platforms about the statistics of Botswana on marriage, that there has been a 41% decline in the number of weddings that take place annually, from around 7,600 weddings to around 4,500. And the 7,600, by the way, was in 2021, which was during COVID, or a little after COVID, starting in 2020, right? So people were seeing that, hey, let's get married. And if another lockdown comes, my girlfriend is there, let's just get married. But ever since then, the numbers have been going down. Interesting enough, the number of divorces, the percentages have been going up. Weddings are reducing, divorces are going up. They say that 43 to 46% of first marriages will end in divorce. That's like 4,500 divorces annually. So, mind you, there are 4,500 weddings every year. And there are 4,500 divorces every year. Plus and minus zero. Yeah. An article was written on the Sunday Standard in 2022. The title was, "Why Botswana Women Initiate Divorce More Than Men." And the writer of that article said, many husbands expect their wives to carry the bulk of the housework and child care, even when they both have day jobs. We go to work together, knock off same time. We get home, I should clean, I should bath the kids. When you are watching Men U losing, as is the norm. And the same article indicated that, now this is very interesting for all of you here, because I know most of you will apply in this bracket. In marriages where both partners have university degrees, wives initiate a staggering 90% of divorces. Where they both have degrees, where the husband and the wife graduated, women are the ones who initiate the divorces. 90% of marriages where both the couple or both the husband and the wife have degrees, the woman would say, I don't want to be here. Whether it's because she has a day job and she's expected to do the bulk of housework and childcare, and she thinks it's unfair, or they think that I can take care of myself. We've heard that men are providers, right? And question is, providing what? What you say you are providing, I'm able to get for myself. Providing what? Right? So we have to ask this question: is love or marriage overrated? I'm looking forward to tomorrow's in-depth session. When love hurts. Nobody gets into a relationship to be beaten. In fact, nobody gets into a relationship with an abuser saying, I want him to abuse me. I want to be a punching bag. Nobody does that. But reality has proven that it's possible. And sometimes those things happen. And because you never expected it, you think, oh, maybe it's just for today, it won't repeat. You justify it. And then it happens again and again and again. And you keep protecting this animal in the name of I'm building my marriage. Or your abuse is not physical, it's emotional. We need to talk about such things as well. So tomorrow is going to be very key. Most men don't have scars on their bodies, but they have scars on their souls. Broken and bleeding men that have been told all kinds of things. You are a sorry story of a man. You are not men enough. I did a video and I put out the other day that women talk, but they better be very careful about how they talk. The very gift that is given to them to build is what they are using to destroy. The gun in the house is to protect us, but if it is used to threaten me in my own house. See, for somebody who has seen the gun in the house and they have never been threatened by that gun, every time they see the gun, they feel safe. But when the gun is used, pointed at you to threaten you, it's no longer a tool of safety. It's no longer a tool of safety. So the very words that are given to you that can build, anytime you want to open your mouth, I get scared that she's about to wound me again with her words. A woman can look you from top to bottom and not say anything. You will feel like a piece of bread. She just looks up, takes down, walks away. You feel like Jesus has left you, the Holy Ghost has abandoned you. As she walks away, I'm telling you. Now, let's understand this from what I just said here. There is a lot of so-called self-discoveries which are breeding selfishness and not the purity of self-discovery. There was a time when people said, I am on a quest to know who I am. It was to know self so that you can be a positive contributor, so that you can control the kind of self that is not beneficial. So if you know that you are short-tempered in your self-discovery, you realize that I'm short-tempered. You discovered your short temper so that you know how to control it. You did not discover yourself to be selfish. You discovered yourself to benefit. Many of the modernization stuff, they allow people to lead selfish lives that are not even biblical and to an extent ungodly. And it becomes very important because some of these things are right before us on a day-to-day, especially by reason of social media. You will see people coming up with some nice statements, nice words, church hurt, spiritual psychosis, and all those things. And social media has given even the nobodies a voice. That you have data doesn't mean you are an expert. That you can open an account that is free. Even your name is not subscribed to be ticked. But you just feel like you can say anything. Yeah. Modernization has opened doors of scriptural compromises. And they make it to look so normal. It is looking cute that I would not stand for any kind of nonsense. I walk out of a man because I can take care of myself. I got my degree, I got my money, I can walk away. You don't get educated to be unscriptural. You don't make money to break the very principles that have built us and that are supposed to build our societies. No. You will be surprised that some marriages are just contracts. Others engage in what is called open marriages. That you can date whoever you are dating as long as you don't disturb our life at home. Do whatever you are doing with whoever you want to do it. Just don't make me a part of it. Yeah. And you will see some of those things coming through people that we call celebrities from the Western world. From the Western world. Marriage and or love is not an issue of I love you until I don't feel like loving you. That's not marriage. Marriage is a conscious decision to love even when it doesn't feel like it. Even when it feels hard to. The book of Mark chapter 7 verse 13 says, you have made the word of God of no effect because of your traditions. See, traditions are not the things of our grandfathers. Traditions are not the things of our grandfathers. Let's understand. They are not the things of, they are the things that are made to look normal, to be accepted as how life is supposed to be. That's a tradition right there. Repeated behaviors are what is called tradition. For example, right now the media is making it to look like it's okay to decide your gender. If you choose that I don't want to be with men and you are a woman, they are making it to look like it's okay. It's okay for a man to decide I want to be with men. You watch almost every movie, almost every series, and you are finding it in there. Men with men. Deliberately. It's a deliberate move to accustom your mind to the fact that this is real. This is here. Accept it. There was a time if you said that you are identifying as a homosexual, you will identify in your heart. These days, even when the laws are against it, people are walking around, boys talking like girls. Girls dressing like boys. And look at it. The minister the other day came forth when he was at one quarter meeting or something, and he said some two ladies entered his office and said to him that they want to get married. What are they supposed to do? He said that. I think it's Mukware. He said that. So we are faced with these things. We are faced with these things, and this is where we need to understand what is God's original intent for life, for love, for marriage. The fantasies of people are what decides the rating they use for love and marriage. So whether asking the question of is love or marriage overrated, question is, what is the rating? How do you rate? How do you rate? Like people who watch pornography, if you have been watching all those things with music at the background, for 1 hour. See, the media is painting a picture of what love is, who a real man is, who a real woman is. That some things when we were growing up, we are not aware of them. We didn't know that there is Photoshop. So we thought that every woman in the cover of True Love, whoa, look at her, Gabrielle Union, whoa, Halle Berry, whoa. We didn't know when we were young that there were concealers and foundations and people had scars on their faces, but they looked smooth. And then we were programmed to think, and we even say these words just in the general, playing. If a person, for whatever reason, you think they are beautiful, so being light-skinned is like you are the it. If a person gives you money, and every time you want money, you get it from them. So having money, the day you have birth, because you are looking a little light skin, that's when we say you are beautiful. Yeah. So the media has painted a certain picture. I think it was Chris Rock who did a documentary some years ago. And he discovered that in the black neighborhoods, in the pharmacies in the black neighborhoods, they did not have bleaching materials and hair growing products. And they discovered that white people feel comfortable when they are talking to a woman who has longer hair. You'll be surprised that your long hair is not a product of black people. It's a product that made you to think that as long as your hair is longer, you will be accepted. You'll be accepted. I can go to the scriptures and show you that the real people that God made were black people. I can show you in the Bible. It's there. When you look at the story of Esau and Jacob, the Bible says, and Esau, when he was born, he was red. The Bible literally had to disclose his color because that was an unusual color. Because every other person was not red. I think it's Genesis 25 or something. Every other person was not red. So it had to disclose. But now, when they discovered it early, they made it to look like, oh, you guys, you are the ones that came afterwards. You are a product of the curse. Your skin is a product of the curse. If man is made from the ground, what's the color of the soil, of the ground? So the statue that God made and he breathed onto, what color was it? So then why do we need to bleach? Why do we feel cute when we are yellow-boned? You know, there are statements that people can say, this person is not cute, they are just a yellow bone. Like, what are you talking about? If this person was black, they will not be as cute. What has the media planted in your mind about who a real man is, who a real woman is, what a real marriage is about? The fantasies that are planted there. You get into marriage thinking that sex will be the music playing in the background for 1 hour. You don't know that that 1 hour, there was not even any intercourse in that movie. You don't even know that there were many cut. Let's continue. And here you are, getting into marriage and expecting your husband to give you 45 minutes non-stop. Imagine. Only to get there, 3 minutes later, done. The way he breathes, you know, it is, or he is finished. And then when a guy does that, and when a guy gives you 5 minutes, you feel like, I wanted that one. That is pornography. That is pornography. That is a movie. Most of the people that are acting in those movies are not even married. They are acting a character, fantasy. What fantasy do you have about marriage that makes you to think marriage is overrated? So if you got into it thinking that when I get married, like an average guy here, thinks that the day they get married, that's the end of cooking for them. That's the end of cleaning the house or doing laundry and ironing for themselves. Now, I've got a house helper. The Bible never said, I'll make you a house helper. He said, I'll make you a helpmeet. So now the guy want to sit down, and the average guy is sitting here, even the one sitting next to you. When they get married, they think that you're going to do all the house chores alone. Yeah. That guy sitting next to you, that's what he's thinking. It may not be written somewhere, but that's what he's thinking. And after you do all the house chores, let me tell you something. That guy wants unlimited sex. And he doesn't think that you can say no, because who says no to this thing? It's an enjoyable thing. And when he says, you know why the men sometimes think that you can't say no? Because they know in 3 minutes will be done. By the time we are done, I can go and watch the game, and half time is enough. The half time in soccer is 15 minutes, so 3 minutes will be done. And the woman, after 3 minutes, she's like, I thought we are starting. How can you arrive when I'm starting? Yeah. And you see, because people don't understand some of the basic things, God has given us wisdom to enjoy our lives. I can give you another example. There is only one time that the women's sex drive is higher than the men. When they hit their 30s. That's when they just like this thing a lot. Yeah, after 30, women just like this thing. You better get married before 30, because or else you will be fornicating. Hey! 30 will show you wahala, baby girl. I'm telling you. The testosterone levels of the young boys goes higher in their 20s. That's when they want to have a lot of sex. And then it begins to decline towards the late 20s. Even though it was still a little bit high, but the only time a woman's sex drive is higher than a man's is in their 30s. And then after that, when they reach 40, it goes down. Literally down, so down that by the time they reach 50, it's like they don't even want to be touched. Don't touch me. But imagine you don't have that understanding. Imagine you don't have that understanding and you are thinking that, oh, marriage is just about sex. So your wife is on to you. She's in her 30s and she's just 32. Run. If you don't understand that, you will not enjoy marriage. Some of the things you are fussing about are just ignorance displayed. Ignorance displayed. You want your husband to perform like a 20-year-old. At 50. Don't you even look, check that man out. At 50, testosterone levels have gone down. Look, wisdom is profitable to direct. I can even tell you that some of you are having sex at the wrong time. There is a time to have sex. I should tell you. That one is for privileged meeting of couples. You better pay me. There is a time to have sex. Okay, let me give you an example. I should give you an example. Hey, KB likes this thing. Okay, let me give you an example. When a man wakes up, how is he like? He is correct, That's the best time to have sex. I'll tell you why. Even if you go to science, by the time you wake up, your testosterone levels or whatever you call them, all those medical things, they start declining. You go to bed, they are being reproduced. And then it's in the morning, you are fresh with all your hormonal everything. That's why a man wakes up with his horn standing. But you see, that is not in the Bible. That is not in the Bible. Wisdom is profitable to direct. An average person wants to get into these things and they don't even know what they are doing there. They don't even know what they are doing there. Do you understand the makeup of women? Do you understand the makeup of men? If you don't understand it, you will self-sabotage and say, my marriage is not working. Your ignorance is your killer. Yeah. Let me close. You people... Hey, tomorrow morning it will be busy. It will be busy everywhere. Hey, to be busy. Now, listen to this. One of the reasons why marriage or love may look overrated is simply because people have lost the proper understanding of them. We have lost touch with the originator of marriage. I'm not even talking about people that are outside church. Even the people in church, they have lost touch. An average person here wants to get married for themselves. It's about you. There is nowhere God is. It's about you. It's about what you like. It's about how you like it. That's why you get into it for what you feel. You come out of it for what you feel. And you think that you have the right to decide when to get in, and you have the right to decide when to come out. It's my choice. It's my life. Why did God make marriage? Did he make it for us to be hurt? Did he make it for us to just get in and get out at will? Why did he make it? Ephesians chapter number 5. Ephesians 5. Let's go there. Let's go there very fast. Just give me verse 32. Even though the whole from 21 is very good, but give me 32. Look at verse 32. It was after Paul said, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands, right? And then he came along and he said, husbands, love your wives as Christ loved. In fact, let's just do it. Verse 22. Give me verse 22. Verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands. Not submit yourself to every man. There are some of you women, it is so easy to submit to other men. Save your husband. You know why? Because like my bra, my buddy, hey, my homeboy. Your husband is not your homeboy. She's not your housemate. What you do for your boss is greater than what you do for your husband. You don't question your boss, but you question your husband. And yet the greater rewards are at home, not at work. That work you can be fired. But this marriage, as far as God is concerned, you are not supposed to be fired. If your boss says, come, let's talk, you go. Your husband says, come, let's talk, I'm tired. You have taken trips, work trips, with a short notice. You are told in the morning that by 12 we are going to Joburg. You just called home and made arrangements and went. Tired as you were. Your husband is touching you, I'm tired. Tired of what? Of what? Of what? Of what? You were tired and you went for work trip in Switzerland. Tired. It was an 8-hour trip. Tired. 3 minutes. 8 hours. Tired. 3 minutes will never be the same after today. Yeah. You were tired and still you went to work. You were tired and you still submitted to your husband. To show you we don't understand. Our priorities are upside down. You were doing your PhD, your master's degree. In your tiredness, you pushed. But you can't push your marriage in your tiredness. I am tired of this man. You have been tired of your job. You are still doing it. You have been tired, but you are still doing it. But because we think we can enter and exit at will, a lot of young people, even young girls and young boys, they don't understand love. They think it's about feelings. Whoever makes me feel good, let me give you a news break. Even when you have found somebody who felt good, you will find others that will make you feel good. If you are feelings driven, you're going to be miserable in life. You're going to be miserable in life. The day you stand at the altar and you say, I do, your feelings for people of the opposite gender are not suspended. It can be on the same day that the workmates of your wife have come for the wedding, only to see a girl from her company that you are like, I should have visited her at work before. Yeah. It will be 3 weeks after the wedding that somebody joins the church and they look like the thing you have been wanting in a woman or wanting in a man. Yeah. Yeah. Don't you realize how confused you are when you make this marriage thing about yourself? Today, you are crashing on this one. Tomorrow, infatuation on another one. The next, there are people that you were crashing on social media. 3 months later, the crash has ended. But that time, you were following all their stories every day. Wow, you can't wait. Wow, you thought they were the most beautiful thing on earth. Now, it's not there. It's not there. When I get married, things will be better. Lie. The reason why people are disappointed in marriages and in love relationships is because they get into the marriage or the love relationships with the wrong thinking and the wrong mental programming. You are looking for what doesn't exist. You are looking for what doesn't exist. In this day and age, what is remaining to AI is to create these robots that you will decide how the robot should look like. Imagine in the future you can marry a robot. It can do everything a woman can do. The only thing that it can't do is to argue with you. Is to argue with you. And the way some people are going, they are going to buy those things. Don't you remember that some time back, I don't know how many years, there was something that looked like a doll. They made the doll to look so human when you touch it, that some men were buying those things to sleep with them. That this one, anytime I want to do, this thing doesn't say no. But the way they made it, it felt like the skin of a human being. It felt like the skin of a human being. Some women want children, they don't want men. So they have reduced themselves to artificial insemination, like an animal. Now I grew up only knowing what artificial. Now women are done things that are only done on animals. You just register, I want a tall man, I want a man with a big boom boom, I want this one, and then they put on the computer and they go and find there are sperms that are frozen. They now remove them and then they put into this woman, and then she does not know who the man is. She now has a child. That's it. How wicked. Tell your neighbor, you are not an animal. Yeah, you are not an animal. Now, after he said, wives, submit yourselves, he said, as unto the Lord. Submission in marriage, in a relationship, is not for your man, it's for the Lord. But you see, because we think you are doing it for your husband, you think you gave this woman, and now, after all I have done for you, after all you have done, was it unto the Lord or unto me? I may be a beneficiary along this path, but it is originally to the Lord. So when he comes down in verse 25 or so, he says, husbands, love your wives, even as Christ loved the church and gave himself for it. So there is a standard of how to love your wife. There is a standard of how to submit. Are you sure you want to get into a love relationship because everyone is, or you understand the essence of it? Do you really understand what it's about? Or you are just catching feelings on people? Or you are just thirsty for sex? Or you want to look like others and also have a ring and also change your surname and be called a man? Or do you really understand what is happening? My real scripture, verse 32. Verse 32, sir, or ma'am, whoever you are. This is a great mystery, but I speak concerning Christ and the church. So, we need to understand that marriage is not, love relationships are not about the feelings that we have for people. I can tell you, even the married folks that are here today, you have seen somebody before that made your heart skip, even after getting married. If they were not lying. If they say, if I was to say, if you have done that, raise your hand. In the car, going home. Yeah. Marriage is a picture of Christ and the church. A love relationship is a representation of a spiritual reality. If you are not willing to play this role, stay far from it. What has contaminated love relationships is that people don't understand this thing which I just read. So they get into it for feeling's sake. They get into it for selfishness sake. They get into it for what they can get out of it. Interesting enough, an average young lady thinks that every man likes sex. I did my research. Most Botswana women love sex more than the men. I'm telling you, I did my research. Go and do your own. I did my research. Yeah. Botswana women love sex more than the men. I've done my research. Yeah. Yeah. So if you say, when I know it's not true, Maybe you didn't meet the right guy to want more sex out of it anyway. Because if you buy the food that is not well cooked, you won't want to buy again there. So, you think that no man can say no to sex. It's in your mind. So the same way you can say, I'm tired. When your husband says, hey, not today. You feel like you have been rejected. All the heavens have closed on you. The earth is opening up. You are swallowed up by dragons. You are ugly. He has found another woman. Or at my 14, or at the social media girls. What is it? What is it? What don't I have? What don't I have? What do you want? It's because you don't understand. It's because you don't understand. So the world having a large percentage in the media space and not submitting to the things of God, they have advanced the things that are not of the kingdom, and unfortunately they have even entered the minds of those who are of God. You can hear even what our president was saying the other day. As far as I'm concerned, the most irresponsible statement I've ever heard concerning marriage. That is, look, the image of your marriage is not the image of everyone's marriage. If you want to come out, don't tell us to come out. It's simple, it's straightforward. If you are hurt by women, not all women are hurtful. If the men you have been dating have cheated on you, not all of us are cheating on our wives. Yeah. If you met stingy men, not all of us are stingy. Some of us, all our monies we give our wives, and they know what is there, what is being used, and they use at will. If your own man is stingy with the money, don't think all of us are like that. Yeah. Yeah. If your woman deprives you sex, not all of us are like that. You can't say all women are the same. They are not all the same. Just say the women I attract. The women I attract, they deprive me sex. But before you even say that, after 6 women are doing the same thing, you need to ask yourself, why? Mr. Man, go for counseling. Yeah. If a player is bought for Manchester United and is not scoring, we sell the player. Yeah, so you can't, every team is, something is wrong with you. Go for training. We won't be retained. You won't be retained. We retain you. How can all the women you have dated refuse you sex? All of them. And you say all women are the same. They are not the same. Look within. Look within. Look within. Look within. Take a break. Go for counseling. Sharpen your skills so that you won't be rejected. Stop fornicating. Now listen to this. The standards of God must never be subtracted from the things He has created. The standards of God must never be subtracted from the things He has created. And in our context, love and marriage. You cannot do love by your own standards of love. Whereas the originator of love already has the terms and conditions of how love should be, how marriage should be. The problems of the marriage institution, they entered the moment people put God outside of the marriage institution. This is why even the divorce rate in the church is equivalent to the divorce rate in the world, because some people are born again, but they are not mentally empowered to know what marriage is about. He says, I speak a great mystery. It's about Christ and the church, not about you, not about how you are feeling. Not about how you are feeling. We have made love and marriage about us than what they are really for. A man divorced 3 times. I read this story somewhere. He divorced 3 times. And when he was asked why, he said, they all made me to feel like a project. He said, with the first wife, she wanted me to be more ambitious. See, sometimes women have this thing of take charge. And when you take charge, they get broken. And then they cry that you are too strict. For this one, he said, the woman said, be more ambitious. Some of you like men of standards. But do you know that if you are married to a man of standard, he does not sleep the same number of hours as the man of no standard? A high-end man may not be there all the time to cuddle in the bed every time you go to bed. While you are going to bed at 9, in New York, it's just hit maybe 2 p.m. And he's talking with partners there. At this time, when you are saying, come, let's cuddle. In the waterbed that he brought with the money from New York. You wonder, what is it that people want? You thought a medical doctor has money. Now the man is always on call and you are crying, you are never here for me. When you married a doctor, you thought you are marrying what? A sangoma. A sangoma. He said the first wife, she said I should be more ambitious. The second one said I should be more emotional. I left that one. I went for she said I should be more present. Ke presente, ke emotioni, ke ambitioni. Which one am I to be? He concluded by saying, they didn't want me, the real me. They wanted me to be what will fit their narrative. See, many people don't get into relationships because they want to contribute into somebody's life. You are getting into a relationship because of sometimes what will the people say? She looks cute with me. We will be a cute couple. Our kids will be cute. Did you get into the relationship because of you know what you can contribute into this person's life? I've used this statement before. When a young man wants a young lady, we say he proposes the young lady. What are you proposing? You are proposing love. And I gave an example from the business world. If you want to work with a company and you send a proposal, what is the proposal about? You understand what that company stands for. You can't send a proposal to Be Mobile that you are selling fat cakes and you want to put SIM cards in the fat cake. Be Mobile and fat cakes, they have nowhere they are meeting. Apart from the people working there, they eat the fat cakes. So you have to understand the vision, the values of that company, and the services they provide in order to tailor-make your proposal to meet their standards and or what they stand for. When you now say you are proposing a young lady, how can you meet me on social media? You are seeing my social media personality and you are catching feelings. I'm not like that in real life. I'm a gangster. On social media, I will show you the picture of the food, but the real food is on the side. Snack bag, some little chips, but on the side, that's what we show on social media. I blame even those who are being proposed. When somebody says, I love you, question is, what do you love? What do you know about me that gives you the sense of you want to be with me? What are you contributing into my life? What weakness have you seen into me that you are going to compliment me in? What strength have you seen in me that is going to complement your weaknesses? But people just get into it for feelings. You did not say yes to that guy because you assessed him. Just like the company who received your proposal and they assess it. You did not, you just went to your friends. And then your friend like, no cute. That's all you were discussing. That he has nice lips. I wonder how he is when he's kissing. That he's tall, dark, and, well, forget the handsome. He's tall, dark. That's all that matters. You are thinking if he can be 1 hour, music in the background. That's all you are thinking. What does he have in the head? That's why sometimes people get into relationships with abusive people. You have not done your due diligence. You are too fast in catching feelings. If you are driven by your feelings, your life will be full of chaos. Where feelings end, logic kicks in. That's why they sometimes say, love is blind. Marriage will open your eyes. All your relationship is about is licking ice cream, walking in town. Myself. Look on ice cream, you do pull like KFC. Nonsense. Buy your credit. What? 12. Get 12 Malazinga from Tupura. Wow. Okay. A little 12 is something cheap, either way. The entire 2 years of your courtship, of your relationship, all you know is that this guy works there. I work here. He stays there. If we sit you down and we ask you, tell us the vision of your boyfriend. Where is he going in life? No, we are going far. What do you believe? He said, we believe all things. What are the values? He said, we are very valuable. We are very valuable. You know what is interesting with what I'm saying right here? Even intellectual people that have people that you are thinking they can understand, people that understand what a proposal is, the different stages of assessing it before we can approve it, they are the very same people that are being duped in love. You who works in HR, where now you know how to scout for talent, but you can't scout a partner. I'm telling you. You can grill a potential worker and ask the relevant questions. But you can't ask a boy the relevant questions that by the time you get into it, you are sure. You know what he stands for. You know where you saw some things that looks like weaknesses and where you can train this person in that company. So you should know, okay, this guy, he's a good looking guy. Yes, he's driven. Yes, he has this, but I think he's lacking in 1, 2, 3. But I don't mind that. It's something that I can work with. Many people cry in marriage about the things they overlooked in a relationship. You found him that every time you call him at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, he say, oh, I just got up. And then you still marry him. And once you are married to him, you are expecting him to wake up in the morning and go to work. No, he's continuing sleeping until 12 noon. Yeah. Don't cry in marriage about the things you overlooked in a relationship. Some of you have no right to be in a relationship right now. Because you yourself, you don't even know what you stand for. You don't know who you are. Today you like Sprite. Tomorrow Iron Brew. After that you like any other brew. Savannah 0. Savannah 13% there. You don't know what you are about. How can you get into somebody's life when you don't know what you are bringing to the table? All this thing of the table is nonsense. You cannot be the table. Something must be on the table. I am the table. Nonsense. What do you bring to the table? If you get into a relationship with anyone, what are you sure of that you are bringing to the table? You know your communication skills. You know the level of your patience. You know that you can work with people that probably are backwards or whatever it is and bring class to them. If you are married and the positive things of your partner don't reflect on you, you are a terrible spouse. You are a terrible spouse. For your own information, we are attracted by difference. We are attracted by difference, but watch this. It is the very same difference in relationships that makes people to fight. You liked him because he is hardworking. Now you are crying, he doesn't give you attention. Imagine. You liked her because she always looks presentable. Now you say she's a gold digger. She's too expensive. Her maintenance is too much. But when you were following her on Instagram, you saw her pictures. That this girl is always with her makeup on point. I don't think she's using products that are from here. And when you get into the relationship, he tells you, we order them from Paris. From Paris. My cousin is coming next week. We better stock up. And then you are crying that she's expensive. No, she's not expensive. You like the girl because she's intelligent and she was doing well at school. She's got her master's degree. Now you are crying that she's not submissive because she asks relevant questions. And you are intimidated by it. When you get into a relationship, do you know what you are bringing to that relationship? Have you assessed yourself? Do you know who you are? What is it that you can live without or you can withstand? Crisis management, 0. Communication, -100. Most people in relationships, they talk from feelings and never from the reality. You are just saying, baby, let's talk about the money. Every time I want something, you say budget. Every time I want something, you say budget. What are you crying for? What are you crying for? Nonsense. What are you crying for? We are discussing money, not emotions. What are you crying for? That gentleman said he left because the asking never stopped. You see, there are some people that are with you and you better assess it. They are with you trying to make you their fantasy. It's not that they love you. They buy you clothes not because they love you to look good, but there is somebody they are trying to impress. It's not about you. You are just an image they are using. You are a statue that they dress as they want. You have your own void. You are trying to fill this void that is personal with somebody else. Listen, there are some things that no lover can ever feel if you don't feel it yourself. I'm not the father that abandoned you. So every time you want us to talk and I say, we will talk later because I'm seeing that your emotions are high. Whatever you smoke, but if your emotions are high, and I'm trying to calm the situation. Don't walk away from me. Don't walk. If you leave that door, if you walk through, I don't know what I will become. Madam, can you grow up? Can you grow up? Yeah. You have not gotten in touch with you. Marriage is about you bringing who you are. If you are poison and your partner is a correct drink and you pour into them, you have poisoned the entire. Don't use marriage and relationships to try to cover up for your bleeding platforms. Love is not a hospital. Love is not a hospital. If you come unwhole, you are going to bleed on us of the wounds that were not opened by us. Expecting your girlfriend to do certain things that you saw in the woman that took your virginity. Now you want your girlfriend to perform like a porn star just because we are addicted to pornography. And the asking never stops. I wish you can be this every day. I wish you can be this every day. You don't enter love to get, you enter to give. You enter to give. If you are rewarded, it is the Lord that rewards you. It is the Lord that rewards you. Many arguments are because of the selfishness of getting. The selfishness of getting. Bishop Jakes and Mom Sarita, in Bishop Jakes' latest podcast of the next chapter, so they are doing a special together. And she was like, oh, I was looking forward to being interviewed by you. She talks very soft. I thought it was interesting. And Mom Sarita said something very important. She said, marriage is about endurance. It is not about convenience. Can you endure? Can you endure? From a person who has been married more than 40 years. She said, it's about endurance. When they got married, less than a year into the marriage, they had a car accident. Mom Sarita's ankle broken, the bone sticking out. The doctor said she will never walk. She said she was scared that this man did not bargain to be with a cripple. Is he going to stay? The mother-in-law of Bishop Jakes, Mom Sarita's mother, came. Bishop Jakes said, go back home. I'll take care of my wife. He said, I was washing her hair while she was going through an excruciating pain. And he said, one of the things I loved about her was the way she walks. And now the doctor says she will never walk within 1 year of marriage. And Mom Sarita says it was Bishop who will hold her and say, take a step, take another one, and another one, and another one. It's been 39 years she got healed, and now she can walk perfectly. The walk that he wanted, it was the challenge that she had to overcome. Don't claim you love me when you have never seen my other sides. Many people love their convenience. They don't love their partners. They don't love their partners. You love the convenience. You love him because you found him making the money. If he was to lose his job, then what? If the doctor was to look at you and tell you that, oh, the situation of your wife, she can't have sex, she has a situation, will you still stay? Because you are Christians, you never engaged in sex before marriage. Now you get in and discover there is a situation and you are told you can't have sex. When you waited all your life for this sweet honey from the honeycomb, hey, and now you are told you can't eat the honey, the devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. You see, this is where many marriages miss it. At the turning point when you get challenged, you enjoy the honeymoon, you enjoy the little fights of, are we eating at Nando's or Pedro's, Cuadros or Vitros? I'm telling you. After, oh baby, why not you never agree to what I say where we should eat, and then you get angry for 2 minutes. Yeah, but there's going to come a fight, the kind of fight that will make you to question your decision making. Did I choose right? Did I choose right? When that woman is shouting at you, a man of God got married to a wonderful woman. He said he was surprised that every time they go to bed, the wife will lock the doors and always check if the windows are closed. And then after that, she will wear clothes like a jean or something like that with a belt. So he wondered, what is this thing? Only to discover that when she was young, she had a stepbrother, that when they will be sleeping in another room, this stepbrother will want to get in and touch them. So she always had to now, because there was nothing to lock, to find a way to keep the door closed so that she can hear when this guy is struggling with the door to open, and she will now get her little sisters to wear probably 2-3 jeans or something so that at least he will not. So even when she got married, that trauma came with her. The man of God was wondering. The man of God was wondering, I've never given you a reason to not trust me. What is happening here? If your marriage has never been through anything, you don't yet have a marriage. If your love relationship has not been tested, don't get married yet. Get married after you see how angry he gets when he doesn't have money. Get married after you see how he reacts, after you promise to meet up and then you cancel last minute. See how he reacts. Wait until you see how she treats a waiter or a waitress before you can marry her. Anybody can pretend. Anybody can pretend. Dr. Miles Monroe, a great mentor of mine, he said, your marriage or your love relationship is as strong as the challenges it has overcome. You see, because people don't understand where marriage is from and the very essence or foundation of love and of relationships, even things that are so people may think are terrible, when you understand where love comes from, they will not even bother you. They will not bother you. All this thing that your wife cheated on you and then you say you are walking away, you are stupid, my friend. What are you talking about? Don't you know what love is? He said, this is about Christ and the church. How many times does the church, which is you and I, how many times do we get it wrong? But he keeps welcoming us with open arms. It's not about the extent of our sin. It's about the extent of his love. Everything gets to you. Everything irks you. Everything rubs you the wrong way. Don't enter this thing. Don't enter. By the special grace of God, this year we are turning 16 years. Have we seen things? We have. Have we gone through stuff? We have gone through stuff. Has she kept quiet without talking? Many times. Me, I talk always. Many times. All these things that when you are angry, you don't talk. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You are now walking in the house. What? You are acting like a demon. What are you talking about? Grow up. Be mature. There are some things we may not talk about right now. It doesn't mean you don't talk about other things. We have put them on hold. You are at a function. Your wife does something you don't like. The whole time you are quiet and you are on the phone watching Super Sport while you are at a wedding. You are watching soccer. Your team is losing. You are kicking the table. When you understand love, even cheating cannot make you to leave. It can't. You are in it for yourself. That's why you have deal breakers. Naive man, I go. Yeah. I don't take no shit from no man. I don't take no. I don't take no bullshit. Okay, my time is up. I have to close here. You don't understand love. No love from the originator of it. He said it's about Christ and the church. This Christ keeps coming to us and welcoming us. He is patient with us. I've said this before. Women are allowed to be wrong as many times as they want to be because they are like the church. And so the man is allowed to be patient, to be kind, to be welcoming. This thing that when your wife is wrong, it kills your emotions. You stop being affectionate. You stop talking. You stop being more committed. You are less of a man. Your commitment should not be reduced by what you have gone through. It shouldn't. Now you are hiding money from your wife. You used to account. Now you don't account about your whereabouts. You are already looking for second wife. That most men who cheat, this is the problem with them. What they do with the girls they are cheating with is the very things they don't do to their wives. You wanna I should be free. I should be free. No, I have to close. Men that don't play in their marriages, they play with side chicks. The side chick is holding you by the ears. But when your wife is just passing in front of you and just does this on you, you're like, yeah, move. A side chick who's young enough to be your daughter's age is playing with your nose. Your marriage will be stronger if you were to introduce those things in the marriage. The side chick is making you to wear boxers with hats. At home, you are always on overall. What kind of a thing is that? Tell a neighbor, you must understand love. For those of you that are married, this is my closing. For those of you that are married, I need you to do this assignment for yourself. What were the fantasies or the thoughts, the understandings that you got into marriage with? And then scrutinize them through the word of God. Are they the reality of what is supposed to be? There is no scripture that says every woman, every wife must cook. You feel disrespected because your wife hasn't cooked. Did she break the scriptures? No. So lying. She has not sinned. She hasn't sinned. But because of your traditions are saying the woman must cook. The women that were cooking were your mother and your grandmother who did not have jobs. They were stay-home mothers, stay-home wives. Your father was the one who will go and work. So when he comes back, he must find food ready. We knock off the same time. We hit each other at the gate together. Why do you want me to cook? What traditions have you adopted as if they are the word of God? Go and ask yourself such. Some of you ladies, it's not that you don't like sex. Somebody told you back in the days that men like sex. Somebody programmed your mind. You can enjoy this thing. You can enjoy this thing. Open your heart more. Open your heart. Open your heart. Open your heart more. Every married woman, open your heart. Open your heart. Some of you single girls, stop saying that. Stop entertaining those things. When you get there and you get married, enjoy. 3 times a day, enjoy. Don't even question my 3 times a day. When you used to take tablets, you did 3 times a day with breakfast, lunch, and supper. Yeah. And there are snacks in between. Just enjoy. Open your heart. So, all of you married people, don't do this assignment with your wife or your husband. Do it alone. What did I enter this marriage with? Assess yourself. What are my good traits? If the enemy was to destroy my marriage, what weakness will he use that is in me? What weakness will he use? Is it my temper? Traits? What weakness will he use? Is it my love for money? There are some of you ladies, you can't resist a man with money, even without him greeting. He's just passing. You just look at this suit and like, yo. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you something. So some years ago, we went to Joburg with First Lady. We went to Joburg. So we flew there, and then when we got there, we hired a car. So I got one nice car. And we were there for some meetings, I think for 3 days or something like that. So at one point, we were by a traffic light. And we were the first one at the traffic light. So I'm like, hey, I like this car. I want you to hear how it is. So I put it on the sport mode. And I'm waiting for, I'm waiting for the traffic light to go green. And I will press this thing. The moment it opened and turned green, I pressed that matter. The pipes were piping. Pa, pa, pa. Pa, pa. I had First Lady on the driver's side. Woo! Yeah! Let me tell you something. You know what she said to me? She's like, I think I know why some girls like men with powerful cars. Mister, it's not that your wife is not into you. There are some elements. Get that C63S. When you press it, even if she has not forgiven you, she will forgive you on the spot. I'm telling you. Some of you who are single in relationships, ask yourself the same questions as well. What am I bringing to the relationship? How can I benefit this young lady? How can I benefit this young man? It's as simple as that. Love is of God, not of the trends. Love is of God, not of the trends. It is not of what the society is saying is love. No, sir. It is what God is saying is love. For your own information, the Bible never said you should love, or rather you should marry a person you love. It says love the one you are married to. It didn't say marry the one you love. It says love the one you are married to. There is a difference. There is a difference. See, when we talk about our story, and we got married, I think, within 11 months of the relationship. 11 months of the relationship, we got married. We are turning 16 this year. It's not about take 11 months and your marriage will last. No. She came with a ready mind that I will work the marriage. I came with a ready mind that I will work the marriage. How sa ipolella gore wa go bereka lenyalo la gago, any smell of trouble, you will start having thoughts of exiting. For your own information, nobody, hear this, it's very important. No one is wired to love you perfectly. Perfect love does not exist, but honest love does exist. What is honest love? Honest love is the love that takes responsibility. It's the love that says, you told me that I did something you don't like. I heard you. I understand what you're saying. I didn't mean to hurt you. I am sorry. Honest love apologizes. Perfect love does not exist. No one was built and was raised by their parents for you. You think that young man was raised by their parent for you. Even their parents did not know where you are going to come from, what kind of a background, what kind of a family, what are your traumas. They didn't know. No one is born and or raised for you. You are the one to intentionally decide. Whoever I come up with into this thing called love, we will work things out. Ma'am Sarita Jakes, in that video, she was saying, some people have divorced because the husband did not take the trash can out. How rubbish can you be? Among the top reasons for divorce, irreconcilable differences. Let me tell you what those are. Nonsense. Nonsense. Has there been infidelity? Is that what it's called? No infidelity. Has there been any physical abuse? No. Has there been any financial abuse? No. Then what is happening? We grew apart. If you both grew apart, come back with your grown self to the same place. Yeah. Because people, it has been made to look like it's a normal thing. When you are tired, walk out. For some of you that are single, if you are not ready for marriage, don't do this thing called relationships. You are teaching yourself divorce through breakups. You are teaching yourself that when I can't handle a situation, I just walk out. Tomorrow you will be in a marriage relationship. You are not just walking out, you are divorcing. It's messy, it's children, it's people, it's all manner of things, emotions, everything in there. That's why some of you, a woman stands up to ask questions. I can't do this. You can't do what? Nonsense. I can't do this. Tell anybody you will do this. Yeah. You will do. Yeah. And along the path of love, there will be moments where you have to make crucial decisions. First lady was working at Lobata. We got married. I moved over to Lobata. The church was in Tlokweng. So we are coming to Gaborone, Tlokweng, every weekend. And then she wanted to get a transfer to come and work this side. And they refused to have the transfer. But we both understood that the ministry is our core thing in our marriage. She said, I guess we know what you're going to do. I said, what are we doing? She said, I'm leaving. You are leaving. Her money was instrumental in the marriage. She was earning a few thousands. They were very good for the household. We were able to eat. Yeah. Yeah. She said she took care of me. Yeah. Yeah. And she said, okay, I guess we are going to Gaborone. I will resign. You will resign. Wow. And she left. See, there are some of you getting into marriage with a selfish attitude. I've always wanted to go to university abroad. I now have an opportunity to go and do my master's in Scotland. You are leaving your children with who? You are leaving them with who? You are seeing nonsense couples online. Oh, these girls, oh, I'm going with my friends. Where is your husband? This girl is married. Her friends are not married. They are doing girls' trip. These girls can flirt with men there. What is she going to do? In Zanzibar, what are you going to do? You will see one guy with six-pack. What is done in Zanzibar stays in Zanzibar. And you see, when you see such things, you know what you say in your mind? Oh, these are the kind of marriages we are talking about. You are free to be whatever you want to be. There is no free to be whatever you want to be. There is nothing like that. An average man is not leading their marriage correctly. Your wife is a co-pilot with you. Wrong. When a car gets into an accident, we ask the driver what happened. The Bible says you are the head. Stop taking away your power, your authority. You are the head. It never said the wife is the neck. It said help meet. Maybe she's helping us a small toe. You are the head. But many wives, you see, when you are seeing that girl who says she's so independent in marriage, the marriage has no independence. It has no independence. My money, your money. You are joking. Everything we make here is our own. We control it together. I don't care how much I brought. We control it. And I eat it with all confidence. With all confidence. You think when I made a decision about to eat, I did not consider money as well. Yeah, one of the ladies in the church here, when we asked her about her streams of income, she mentioned her husband. She said he's a stream of income. Hey, the husband is a stream of income. It's my money, it's my car, it's your car. You know, there are some couples that you have your car, your husband has his car. To get your wife's car, you have to ask her for permission. What nonsense is that? My wife wears all my clothes all the time. Hey, that one I still need prayer in. Yeah. There are times I just get overwhelmed. When I see, especially my t-shirts, she just takes the t-shirt and takes a nap. I was in New York City and I bought an NYPD police t-shirt. And I found that she took a nap with my, I bought it in dollars. I could not say a thing. I just said it is finished. I meant the t-shirt. It is finished. Praise the Lord. Amen. Tomorrow when we come, the in-depth is going to show us, and there's going to be some guests that are very interesting. We didn't announce any of them, but very interesting stories that you must get. Please come, because there are times you get into love relationships, and love relationships turn out somehow. How do we overcome abuse? There are some of you who have gone through abuse. And you see, this is the funny thing with these incidents or stories or whatever you call them. You go through abuse and then you just leave the person and think you are healed. You just assume you are healed. That the person is no longer there does not mean that the effects are not there. It doesn't mean that the effects are not there. You know why some women are tough? Because men have not played their role. A man is supposed to love. That love that Jesus did is to protect, is to preserve, is to keep. So women have been pushed to be tough, to be macho, to be masculine, simply because the men that were supposed to do that for them have not played their roles. When a man leaves the home, most of the times it's the woman who stays with the child. And then they will say he's paying maintenance. It may not be anything. So this woman has to ensure that she has a good job. Most of the women that are working is not because they want to work. They are forced to. So tomorrow we're going to be talking about these issues. Some of you, the abuse that you have faced, it may have not been directly on you, but it was around you. You have had your friends all the time. Your friend, or you saw somebody being abused, or sometimes just the stories you are hearing in town have affected you. I will never be abused by a man. And gentlemen, I know your pain. It doesn't have scars. Those moments when you took 2 minutes and the woman looked at you and say, "Ow, is that all?" You'll be surprised how that statement can shatter a man's confidence forever. And he didn't take 2 minutes because he can't take longer. But for whatever reason, there are multiple factors. Stress, this and that, this and that, this and that. And he didn't even need, hey, some of you ladies who have destroyed men eternally. But tomorrow we will heal them. Yeah. That a man could not pay a bill. There are some of us who don't want, there are some areas of our lives or some years of our lives we don't want to talk about because those were the most painful period of your life. And so tomorrow is about healing. And as God will lead me, I'll be praying for a number of people. Tomorrow is about healing from the scars of the past that are affecting your current life. You have to be struggling alone to raise a child, and that man left. You can look at somebody like me and say, maybe he's different, but somewhere at the back of your mind, it has affected the way you relate with men. So much so that one little thing that a man does, immediately you are like a tortoise. Every little thing, because somebody opened that door. So tomorrow, as God will help us, is going to be a healing night. In our love lives, in our families. Some of you are scared. You have not experienced anything terrible, but you are scared that what if I mess up? What if I don't live up to what my girlfriend or my wife is expecting? What if I cheat? What if I break her heart? What if I break his heart? There are some ladies that I've dealt with before and they said, now I know that I'm a very pushy person. So I can't marry a weak man. Yeah. And they are not pushy as in like, rebellious. They just ask the relevant questions, but some guys who are not as strong, they get broken by those questions. Now, as a young lady, you are living a pretended life because you don't want to be too much. And you have had to adopt a personality that is not you. You are screaming on the inside, wanting to come forth. But this guy loves this pretended personality that, oh, my girlfriend is so quiet. How quiet? There is a scripture I was going to read in Mark 3:25. It talks about a house that is divided against itself. If a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. Give me the other versions if you can, the ones that I asked for. CEV says, a family that fights won't last long either. Next one. GNT says, if a family divides itself into groups which fight each other, that family will fall apart. Is there any other? TLB says a home filled with strife and division destroys itself. Before a marriage or a relationship can fall apart, the seeds of division must be sown. I can tell you this with all confidence. Most of the things that destroys marriages is misunderstandings. Misunderstandings. Where you can say something playing, but your wife takes it seriously. If you are also not mature, when your wife comes and says, I didn't like your joke. When I go Major General. Sir, yes, sir. And after you do that, your wife is hurt the more. And then the wedge, the space grows bigger. She no longer engages you on some things. Please, those of you that are in relationships, be careful of the seeds of division. Before a person breaks up with another, a thought entered at some point. Maybe it was when we were at the restaurant 3 months ago, and the thought entered. You did not pay attention, but somehow it has been brewing inside you. Divorce doesn't happen overnight. It is something, that's why when people are going through it, they will remember all the occasions with clarity. Who will remember that time in front of your mother, at your cousin's wedding, this one, that one, this one, that one. Let me tell you, division is so terrible that even the things you forgave and dealt with, the moment the seed of division has been sown, the things you handled in time past, they become the ammunition for separation. Outsmart the devil. Outsmart the devil. So terrible that a couple can be married for 10 years, and when they are fighting, the person even remembers the things they did when they were in courtship. That you remember when we were in courtship, we were at Wimpy. The way when that girl passed, you turned your neck and looked at her behind. I knew you like Nyash. I knew from that day you like Nyash, but you never admitted. You never admitted. You never admitted. Is it that I should go and do a BBL? Is it that I should go and do? No problem. And then from that day, any woman with Nyash is a suspect. She comes to your workplace. She's like, I bet you asked for this office so that you can be next to this one. I get she has Nyash. You are Nyash United. Please handle divisions. Handle any seed of division in your relation, and the enemy will try by all means. Satan will never come and say, break up. No, he just sows a seed of division. That you ask your boyfriend, bring me this, and then he forgets. From that day, he will never do anything good for me. From that day, that thought just entered you. This man will never do anything good for you. You get into marriage. Next time you ask him, please don't forget to put fuel for me. And then he puts probably small, not enough. 20 pula. And then you get into the car, you are like, from that time, I knew he will never do anything good for me. For some of you married people, go and deal with those things. Don't find comfort elsewhere. That, I'm telling you, I will just live with this pain. You are not living with the pain. You are enjoying the marriage. If the enemy can't divide you, the enemy can't break you up. Be careful of the seeds of division, the thoughts of division. And when the enemy wants to destroy you that way, this is what he will do. He will present potentials that look like they are the opposite of your partner. I'm telling you. That you want your partner to call you sir. And she doesn't. And there will be a girl, a client at work. That girl will look at you and say, yes, sir. The way she stresses, sir. Even your heart starts beating like this. You are like, if my girlfriend was doing this, let me tell you, there is no woman, no man that fits into your life perfectly. They can have part of what you need. But when the enemy wants to destroy you, he will make you think that somebody out there is better than the one you have. He will make you think somebody out there is better than the one you have. Let me tell you, rather be married to a man that loves you, that respects you, and he's broke, than a man that has all the money and he is abusing you financially before he gives you money. But you are now, the man that you have is the one every day. When will you make money? Okay, fine. God will allow you to live. Find the one with the money. For every money, you will work hard. You will have no say. You will be abused. You will be with a Hitler, a boss at heart, who doesn't love you. You will enjoy the money, but the money will be coming with pain. Nobody is perfect for you than your partner. Please rejoice in your choice. Whatever needs to be done, Father, give me grace for this issue. And the issue is your partner. Give me grace for this issue. Give me. Somebody said the energy you will use to start a new relationship is the energy you can use to repair the one you have. You mean, Mr. Man, at your age, you are still going to get to know somebody? You are still going to be dating and the person says, I don't like iron brew. You know how many years I've been married? 16 years. Now, I'm going to be doing what with again? We are arranging a date. I don't even know how to book an... and then I say, hello. How are you? And then that girl will just pull you by the beard. How can your wife never pulled you by the beard? You are like, nonsense. What am I doing here? And then you come home. Please don't leave home. You don't have to be disrespected to value where you are. There is no peace elsewhere. It's where you are. The thing is that you focus on the wrong things. You focus on the wrong things. Manage your choice. That wife is your portion. That husband is your portion. Whatever portion it is, rejoice with your portion. Whether your portion has nyash, that's your portion. Whether your portion has English figure, that's your portion. Whether your portion has a big front, that's your portion. If it has mukaba, that's your portion. You can't be looking at me and be telling me that I need to develop a six-pack. For where? Nonsense. Which one? My suit rests correctly on this thing, When I carry my grandchildren, they just rest here. They rest here. They rest here. Oh, I wonder how a man with beard will be like. For beard, you will leave your guy for beard. And this is the way the enemy destroys people. He makes you entertain the wrong thoughts long enough. You fantasize on them. You fantasize on them. If you have started fantasizing on them, please uproot that thing, uproot that thought. Your wife is correct, your husband is correct. Single people, build endurance. Build endurance. The ability to stay your ground, no matter what. Let the devil know that if he is difficult, we are more difficult. If he brings impossibilities, we are impossible as well. Under the sound of my voice will be people that as Jesus tarries, 30 years you will be married, 20 years you will be married, and you will not just be married long, you will be married long and happily married. We will not be celebrating anniversaries. We will be celebrating your joy, your fulfillment. My beloveds, hear my last statement. The world is in trouble as it is. We cannot come into a platform like this and still behave like boys outside there, breaking the hearts of girls. We cannot come into a platform like this and we are playing men. We are playing lottery with men. Which one wins? Which one has more money? We need to demonstrate good love. I said this the other day. We hear about men that are abusive. We don't hear about men that are rising up to the occasion. And the love train exists for us to make people to see that there are good men out there. There are good men out there. Anybody you see here tonight, know that that person is a good person. If the guy you are dating did not come here, you are dating a wrong animal. You invited him, he said, I can't go. No, I'm not going. Why doesn't he want to be empowered? Wrong person. Wrong person. A guy who is here wants to learn, wants to be a better man, wants to grow and be a better husband. The one that is refusing to come, wrong, very wrong, very wrong. I'm not saying go and do anything, but do something. I'm telling you. The only guys you are to now look at, they are the ones that are here. They are willing to learn. Let me tell you, in marriage, if your person is willing to learn, to be mentored, you have half of your problems solved. Because anytime a challenge rises up, there is somewhere you can go to, and they are willing to go. I've seen people crying, wanting to solve marital problems, but their partners are not willing to come for counseling. They are not willing to. All of you single young boys and young ladies under the sound of my voice, please, when we say some things, don't think we are not in touch with reality. We know things. Don't overlook our advices. In the name of Lona, you are clocking it when we never clocked. You will be clocking divorce if care is not taken. Listen to us. All these things that you want a social media personality. Just because when this girl posts, people are after her. You will be married and nobody is liking in the house. There are no reactions in the house. I will tell her, come hurabila. Irachala kontale munte wana mustana. Ile konyan. Kontum ile satani. Kontekwa ile konyan. Listen to us. We want you to enjoy love. Even if you have not seen love around you, we want you to know love exists. Marriage, good marriages, they do exist. Praise the Lord.